Aloha everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic Adventure. We have completed the storyline, but there's still some extra stuff to show off. How are your Chao? Are they growing? They're so cute. Oh yes, we have to show off the Chao Garden of the game. The left elevator in Station Square's hotel will take you to the Station Square Chao Garden. So basically the Chao Garden is some kind of Tamagotchi, kind of animal raising simulator thing. It's just this extra feature of Sonic Adventure, and it's also an extra feature of Sonic Adventure 2. When you go into the gardens, there are always 2 eggs in the garden, and basically all you do is you hold the egg for warmth, and then eventually you hatch your own cute little Chao. Now this is a normal Chao. This is what a normal Chao usually looks like. They always have the blue body with the yellow ball of antenna thing. And the ball antenna thing actually morphs and changes depending on its mood. Like if it's inquisitive, it'll turn into a question mark, like it did there. If it loves you, it turns into a heart. If it's tired, it turns into a little squiggly line. His little antenna pretty much tells you exactly how the Chao is feeling. By petting it constantly and giving it food and constantly making that heart appear, the Chao will actually fall in love with whoever character makes him have the most hearts. And, well, not the most hearts, but, like, there's always a certain amount of hearts you can make it raise, and then it will love you, and, you know. And that can affect certain things that you'll see later. But, this is the golden Chao that I got from the Station Square shop. Once again, you use the rock in the park next to the City Hall area where you fought Chaos Zero. You replace the golden egg with the rock, and you get this Chao. Solid gold, baby! Unlike the normal Chaos, whenever you get a colored Chao Egg, they always remain that color for the rest of the game. Their color does not change. A normal Chao, who has a blue body and yellow antennae, will actually change its color depending on what kind of abilities it grows up with, and what kind of fruit and stuff that you feed it, you know? Like, it won't stay blue and yellow forever unless you don't feed it different abilities. And that's what's interesting about the normal Chao, is that they have color-changing properties that are quite interesting. In the Station Square Chao Garden, there's also the Black Market door. This area is where you can buy all kinds of different fruit, as well as new Chao eggs itself. Hero Fruit and Dark Fruit were not in the original Sonic Adventure. This was something that was introduced in Sonic Adventure 2, so I'm not really going to go into it in this part. When I get to the Sonic Adventure 2 Chao Garden, I'll show you what I mean by Hero and Dark Chao. But for the most part, this is where you can buy all kinds of fruits that they can have different properties depending on what fruit you get. But I just bought a gray Chao egg, and now I have a gray Chao! Booyah! See how it works? It's all so simple. When you take the Chao to the little transporter Game Boy Advance in the corner, there's an option to name the Chao. So whatever you want to name it, it has to be 7 letters long. Anything more than 7 letters and it will not fit. So let's call this guy Gray Guy. I'm that uncreative. And so when you hold him up, now he's Gray Guy on the menu. Anywho, this is the Mystic Ruins Chao Garden. As I said before, right to the left of Tails' hut, his little mountain area, is this minecart which will take you to the Chao Garden. And, it's outdoors. And all the Chao Gardens essentially are pretty much the same. They all have a water area, like a water area for your Chao to swim in. There's always 2 eggs when you go into the Chao Garden for the first time, and there's always going to be trees scattered all about, which you can shake and knock down nuts. And the nuts on the trees are what help feed the Chao. If Chao aren't eating after a long period of time, they'll actually start crying because they're not getting the food they need. And you want Chao to be happy because Chao don't have a very long lifespan. They have maybe a 6-year lifespan, which in video game time is 5 hours per year. So they essentially live for 30 hours per game, which is really tedious if you're trying to reincarnate it over and over again. if they haven't learned to swim yet, like if their swim stats aren't good enough, they struggle. They pretty much act like Sonic in water, basically. And there's my silver Chao, which I got from the waterfall area. And the third Chao Garden is located on the egg carrier. There's this little 6-button thing here, and it obviously spells out Eggman, and you want to spell it out in the correct order to open the door. It's reasons like this that Sonic Adventure 2 completely retconned Eggman's name to be just Eggman. Like, he calls himself Dr. Robotnik in this game, but if we kept having Eggman puzzles and stuff like this, it wouldn't really make sense for himself to be calling himself Robotnik, you know? Like, he's still Robotnik, but I understand why in the future games they just pretty much went with, yeah, he's Eggman now. He calls himself Eggman, the end. Anywho, the Egg Carrier Chao Garden is by far the best because it's not only the biggest, but it's a big beach area. And, fuck, must be a place where Dr. Eggman goes for his vacation. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I'm not sure why there's a giant missile in the island, but, like, it's at least landed on the beach shore. Was he trying to bomb it? I don't know. But nevertheless, this is the Egg Carrier Chao Garden. It's fantastic. And this is the black Chao Egg you got from the prison area. Gamma has a hard time trying to pet Chao because for some reason his hit detection really sucks. It also really sucks if you're Gamma and there's a Chao in the water because when he's in the water he turns into helicopter mode and he can't actually pick up Chao. It's retarded. There's a Chao sleeping because every now and then they'll go to sleep too. And when they're sleepy, you know, they're not in the mood until they've had their sleep. Like if you pick them up they'll be all tired and they look like they're high or something. But, yeah. If a Chao is afraid of a character, they'll actually run away from it. And the way you get it afraid is by picking it up and throwing it at walls. Yes, you can do that. I know they're babies, simulators, essentially, but you can pick up the Chao and throw it at a wall, and it'll be hurt and scared of your character. And, yeah, you can be that horrible. There's a Chao eating a tree in action. It's really annoying when they're full because they'll always constantly throw the fruit away, and if you're just trying to level up the Chao, and because feeding him food increases his stamina, and that's why you want to keep feeding him. But oh god, damn it, Gamma! I know you're just knocking the trees off, but Jesus, stop that! Gamma, stop that! Oh my god! Oh my god! Gamma! Stop that! So you can play with every character in the Chao Garden. Big the cat can raise Chao. God, the animations are just awkward. I'm sorry, the animations in this goddamn Chao Garden are like the worst thing. The absolute worst thing. But yeah, Amy, Gamma, Big, whatever. Whichever character you want to play with, you can. But folks, we're at the moment you've all been waiting for. I raised a Chao not too long ago that you guys all voted on. You all voted on this Chao, and, well, I asked you 3 different things, and you all weighed in your answers. One was whether it was going to be a neutral, good, or evil Chao. And while Sonic Adventure 1 did not have the good-evil system, this game does. And the majority of the votes went with evil. So we have an evil Chao. There are 5 types of species a Chao can be. There is the swimming Chao, there is the flying Chao, there is the power Chao, and then there is the speed running Chao, as well as the normal Chao, which is basically an all-around based Chao. These are all the 5 stats that you can increase within the Chao, and whatever one has the most compared to everything else, the Chao will actually morph his body and appearance to that specific specialty. And the majority of the votes went to Speedrunning Chao. So he's an evil speedrunning Chao. And then I asked you guys what color the Chao was going to be. I asked you whether you wanted the natural, regular color Chao, which was like the blue and yellow that we saw earlier, or whether it was going to be any color that you wanted, and I would go with the most voted color. And we went with that. And so, the result was Booyah! Meet Egg Chao! This is the Chao I raised for you guys. This is what was voted on most. It is a red, evil, speedrunning Chao. And the reason his swimming stats and power stats are actually more than his running stats, when you originally get a Chao for the first time, their stats can be whatever. They have 5 different levels that their stats can be, and the highest level their stats can be is an S-ranked stat. And when it's an S-ranked stat, it's the highest it can possibly be. And my speedrunning Chao, when it was born, its running was not that great, you know. But I digress. The Egg Chao loves Gamma because Gamma petted him so much, and look how happy Egg Chao is. Even when he's evil. He's an evil Chao, but he's still adorable regardless. Each character has a whistle feature, and when your Chao loves you, and you whistle, they come to you all happy, like, ooh, it's Gamma, I love Gamma! And then they walk away, so I'll whistle again. Oh, it's Gamma! I love Gamma! Aww! Chao are adorable. But how you raise the abilities of Chao, basically you have to go into a level and fight badniks. And remember when I said earlier that the animals trapped in those badniks were used to raise Chao. So basically you go into a level, you kill how many badniks, and I think it's 10 you can hold at a time. You can only hold 10 animals at a time. You go back to the Chao Garden, you will drop animals into the garden, and then you feed those animals to your Chao. And the annoying thing about Sonic Adventure 1 is, when you feed animals to a Chao, well, not feed them, but they hold them and absorb their power, I guess. They absorb all their features, too. So your Chao will come to have animal properties, like penguin flippers and bunny ears and all that crap. So after playing with God some more, Egg Chao ended up looking like this. It looks retarded, honestly. I like how it's done in Sonic Adventure 2 a lot better than I do in Sonic Adventure 1. I'm just gonna level with you guys. When it comes to Sonic Adventure 1's Chao Garden, I really don't like it all that much. I much prefer Sonic Adventure 2's because they handled everything so much better. You know, what's tedious about the Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 1 is that every time you want to feed your Chao new animals, you have to go into the hub world, you have to go to a level, you have to kill 10 badniks, and then you gotta walk all the way to back to the Chao Garden. There's no instantaneous way to warp to the Chao Garden like there is Sonic Adventure 2. So going from level to Station Square's hotel to the Station Square hotel is just the most annoying fucking thing. And I never liked the Sonic Adventure 1 Chao Garden, honestly. It has a cute quality to it, but Sonic Adventure 2 handles it so much more better. And yeah. But anyway, we're going off to the Chao Race, which is located in the Station Square Chao Garden. And I'm only going to show you guys one race because they're all pretty much the same. All my opponents are silver for some reason, but, you know, whatever. This Chao Race is so much worse than the Sonic Adventure 2 Chao Race. It's got catchy music, but, like, I never understood why so many of the things that happen. The camera constantly changes whenever a character flashes. I don't even know how else to describe it. Like, there it is. A character flashes, I guess he gets a boost of energy, and then the camera has to cut to him. And you have to constantly keep pushing the control pad in order to get back to where your Chao is and to see what he's doing. But the camera keeps changing, so you're never ever stuck on your character. And it's the worst fucking thing. Like, I hate how the camera handles in this. I hate how we don't really have any say in how this race is performed. We race the Chao stats, but we don't really affect what he does in the race. And Sonic Adventure 2 at least lets you change one little thing, you know? But, yeah. There's so much I have to say about Chao, and there's so much to go over. But honestly, I'm going to be saving a lot of this talk as well for Sonic Adventure 2, because Sonic Adventure 2 is the only Chao Garden I really spent any time with. Like I said, getting to the Station Square Chao Garden is such a chore, you know? Like, even if I was Sonic and I just got Emerald Coast animals like every 10 seconds, it takes forever. And I hate having animal parts on my Chao. They look so much better without the animal parts. And there's really no other way other than Chao fruit in the Black Market Garden to increase their stats without changing their appearance. And, Sonic Adventure 2 just handles that so much better, and Sonic Adventure 1 has a terrible Chao Garden. You know, I understand it's a side thing, it's an extra diversion, but after Sonic Adventure 2 came out, why bother coming back to Sonic Adventure 1's? I didn't actually raise this red Chao in Sonic Adventure 1. I raised it into the Sonic Adventure 2 Chao Garden, and then I used the GBA transfer to bring that Chao to the Sonic Adventure 1 garden. And that's how I did it. So when I get to the Sonic Adventure 2 Chao Garden, I'm going to have a lot more to say, basically. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't covered. There's reincarnation, there's evolving into different levels of Chao. Chao can actually mate with each other. Like, these Chao don't have a gender, they're mono-gendered. So they can mate with any Chao that they want and have a baby Chao, which is adorable. And I got footage of that for Sonic Adventure 2, because I've already recorded it. And I'll show that off when we get to Sonic Adventure 2. But when it comes to Sonic Adventure 1, I just wanted to introduce you to Chao, show off the basics for the first game, Sonic Adventure 1. That is Egg Chao. I named him that because Eggman, you know. And we'll see Egg Chao again when we get to the Sonic Adventure 2 garden. If you have any fond memories of Chao or the Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 1, feel free to share. Feel free to give us your little stories. But, yeah. I know I haven't covered everything about the Chao Garden. There is so much about it when it comes to the evolving and whatnot, but I'll save that for Sonic Adventure 2. That's the Sonic Adventure 1 Chao Garden. That's how it rolls, and now you know. Well, folks, stay tuned for the last video of Sonic Adventure, the extra video. Till then, toodles.